Alright guys, one more coffee and I am ready for the last video of this fourth part of the tutorial about Instagram, the main part of the Instagram. And in today's video, as I promised you in my last video, I'm going to be sharing about some really cool tricks about Instagram stories, and let's dive into it. What is up, social mafia? Welcome back to my channel. This is Tatiana, and if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell button to not miss any of my videos, because I publish 2 times per week on Tuesdays and Fridays. And don't forget to follow by Social Mafia Instagram account. This Instagram account is just for you because I'm sharing there a lot of tips and tricks about how to grow your business. All right, let's dive into the tutorial about Instagram stories. As you probably know, and I always talk about this, that Instagram stories is really cool thing to increase your engagement, to show your audience short snaps about your life, about your business. But how you can increase the engagement on your Instagram stories? Number one tip for you, of course, try to use as many engaging stickers as possible, which is poll, questions. You have now this DM me new sticker, countdowns, questions. There are so many stickers that Instagram publish for us guys to use it and to increase engagement. So try to use it at least every single story to put any kind of engagement sticker. My favorite ones are sliders and polls, because it's really easy to for your audience to engage with your story by scrolling the slide or by choosing one of the 2 options from the poll sticker. And here's the really important information for you guys about Instagram stories. Well, how Instagram algorithm can understand that your story is interesting and thus push it to a bigger audience is, the longer your audience stays on a specific story, the better it is for algorithms. So we need to make your audience to stay on your story as long as possible. And how you can reach that? You can reach it by, first of all, using the engagement stickers, and second of all, by providing really interesting content. But how do you provide really interesting content? Well, first of all, it can be, you know, those stories where you kind of put the clips together and show like a short video within the story, not just shooting 15 seconds what you do one thing, but make it really dynamic. This is one way, and you can make different shots and then put it all together in the apps, for example, like InShot, really fast how it works, add some cool transitions, and voila, you are ready to go and publish it into your Instagram story. The second type, where I'm gonna stay a little bit longer, is doing some really creative stuff in Instagram stories, because you can do really cool stories. All right, and by enhancing your Instagram stories, all you need to do, I'm holding my phone because I have my notes here so I don't forget what I want to say. So the coolest thing is to use really cool GIFs that do not appear just like that. You need to know some keywords, how to find really cool GIFs. And let me show you an example. All right, we prepared just a solid background and then click done. And the next thing, I'm gonna go to GIFs, and one of the GIFs that I really like is lines. So when you type in lines, you can really find a lot of really cool lines. That looks really awesome, and you can enhance by typing in GIFs search bar lines, and there you're gonna have a lot of different options. The next one is called tapes. Let's check what they have. So here you can use any kind of tape, and then maybe let's write something. Hello. All right, here you go. And that looks already pretty awesome. The next one is boho style, which I also love super much. Here you go, and here you can choose really a lot of cool GIFs. And the last one is mikyla. It's the name of the author of these stickers. All right, here you go, and here you can choose one of her arts, which is also pretty cool, and those are my favorite ones. And you can guys find some extra really cool GIFs by just going to Pinterest and start searching GIFs Instagram stories. There you will see a lot of examples of what kind of keywords you need to type in order to find really cool GIFs in the same style. Number 2 tip is start using different fonts that are not within the Instagram stories. And unfortunately, we have really limited options in terms of which kind of font to choose, but you can use any kind of font that you will find on, for example, Google Fonts. You just type in Google font, and then there you're gonna just insert the phrase that you want to publish an Instagram story, and then go ahead and choose the font that you want, and then just copy and paste it just as a sticker, just as a picture on your Instagram story. For example, you want to share that you have published new post. So let me show you how to give this kind of sneak peek of the new post. Guys, I always recommend that if you published a new post, to repost it into your Instagram story. So what I want to show you here is you can upload the picture of you just published, and here we will choose the marker, and now we will need to choose any kind of color. Let's say I want to choose something like this, and now you see that you still can see the image. We're gonna use an eraser thing, for example, like this, and we're just gonna write, oh, that's too big, just make it smaller, new post. I'm not really good in writing, but you got the idea. So how you can do a sneak peek of your newest post or something valuable that you want to people look at your Instagram feed, something like that. I'm really not good in writing on the phone. The next example, for example, we want to republish the post on our Instagram story, and we're just gonna go hit like this. And there is a new trend like this, is when you have like new post words all over. So just gonna write new post and then new post again, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and copy it, paste again. Let's choose different color from our picture, and then we're just gonna post again this phrase that we copied, make it a little bit smaller. Here we go, and here you go. You can also put it around the picture. All right, that looks pretty awesome, and I'm just gonna keep it like this. The next thing that I want to share with you is how to use really perfect arrows if you want to point out to a specific section of your Instagram story, is using this automatic arrow thing. And we're just gonna go ahead and click draw and choose this arrow thing, and just let's make it a little bit smaller, choose a color, and then start to draw, and it's going to be a perfect arrow, and you can write click to read more, or click to learn more, or something like this. The next one is using dashed lines, which is also pretty awesome. I'm just going to make this picture a little bit smaller. We'll choose drawing, and then I'm just going to draw lines like this, and then I'm gonna use eraser and erase to have these dashed lines. The other way that you can do like perfect lines is by going to right and then choose the dashed line, and then you just start to press like this, and here you go, you have this perfect line. So this is how you can create this line. If you want to, if you need a line, you can use line like this. The other trend that is kind of right now is using highlight letters. So how you do that? So for example, we want to write new post, so just gonna use new and then highlight it like this, then put this letter like this, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and click another one, use this as an example, and here you go. That looks also pretty cool if you need to highlight something and make your story to stand out. Okay guys, that was all from my side, from sharing cool tricks and tips how to enhance your Instagram stories. But of course, this is like more creative part. As I said in the beginning of the video, it's really important that you use the engaging stickers on Instagram stories in order to increase engagement. You can also write long sentences on your Instagram stories, and which makes people to hold your story, and instead of just 15 seconds, the person will spend more time on this story, and that's why Instagram is going to think that this story is interesting for the users to read, and that's why it's going to push it to a bigger audience. That's another trick. And I also made a few videos on Instagram stories topics. You can check it right here. I'm also going to leave the links in the description box. Guys, if you want me to make a tutorial on how to make your own GIFs on Instagram stories, just go ahead and write it in the comments, because I'm not really sure that it's really interesting for you. That was the end of the whole tutorial. I think I'm going to put it in a special YouTube folder where you can have a perfect access. I also made these videos because I have a lot of requests. How works this? How works that? So I combine all the information that people were asking me most often and put it in these 4 videos. So if you're starting out on Instagram, I would really recommend you to watch all of the 4 series on Instagram, like the basic stuff on Instagram. Okay guys, that was it for today. If there's any topics you want me to cover in my future videos, make sure to write it below in the comment section, because I create content based on your requests.